Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Delighted to bring on Bobby from Bob Spur TV. Bobby, thanks so much for joining me. Tottenham are in Europa League action in about an hour's time against Dinamo Zagreb. We won, of course, last week 2-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the first leg. Bobby, your thoughts ahead of today's game, and the team lineup will just be out in just a few minutes.
Yeah, well, what a week, eh? What a change of events in a week. You know, we're all on the up after a fifth consecutive win against Zagreb, was it? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
5 out of 5, yeah.
So we're all on the up and went into the Arsenal game full of confidence, and then it came spattering down. Be interesting today, Chris, just to see what kind of effect it's had on the team, what kind of effect it's had on Jose as well. He looked a bit downbeat yesterday in his press conference. You know, if he hadn't made that little joke at the end when he was asked a question in Portuguese and he answered back in Portuguese, I think that probably would have been his most downbeat pre-match interviews he's done since being at Spurs. But yeah, interesting times, and certainly interesting to see what kind of team we put out, or he puts out today.
Well, the team lineup, as I say, will be out in just a few minutes' time, but we know that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg isn't playing because he's suspended. We know that Heung-min Son isn't playing because he's out injured. Now, those two do need a rest, so I'm glad that they're not playing anyway. One player who also needs rest is Harry Kane, but Jose Mourinho has confirmed that he will be playing tonight. What are your thoughts on that?
It's two ways looking at it. Is he playing his mind game? Is he saying he didn't say he was going to start, but he said he was going to play? But I think you can pretty much guess that he is going to start, which probably puts a downer on Vinny's season even more. You know, he's not being picked for any major games so far. As with regards to Harry Kane, I was like yourself. I'm like yourself. He certainly needs a rest. But someone pointed out to me, and it's probably clutching at straws, he hardly. There was not much to do against Arsenal apart from the last 15-20 minutes. He didn't have much to do in the Arsenal game, so hopefully he saved a bit of energy then. But obviously, when he did come into the game, my word, he came into the game. I think regardless, we need him to have a rest. But I think the Arsenal games had a lot to do with it. If we had beaten Arsenal and we'd beaten them as we were expecting, then I think the confidence would have carried on. The momentum would have carried on as well against, let's be honest, an average Zagreb team. But the fact we lost and the way we lost as well, Chris, it's probably the worst performance I've seen against Arsenal for some time.
Well, Bobby, I want to turn it around to a bit of positivity, because this week has been a dismal week, as we all know. We've all been very, very down, of course, losing the North London derby. But with William Hill at the moment, Tottenham Hotspur are outright favourites to win the Europa League. We are 3-1. Manchester United are 7-2. Arsenal are 5-1. What are your thoughts on that? Can Tottenham and will Tottenham go all the way to the final?
I don't know what you think, but if it wasn't for Jose, I don't think we'd be favourites. His two successes in the two times has been in the competition has probably got a lot to do with it. And let's be honest, our best performances, Chris, have probably come in the Europa League. You know, we're scoring 5s and 7s and 4s frequently. So, and you know, the rest of Europe have probably just seen them performances as a way to probably establish that we are favourites, and like the book is likewise. They're looking at our performances in the Europa League, and if you take all the league games out of the way and just concentrate on the Europa League, we've been pretty good force, and I can see why we are favourites. And like I say, the Jose effects probably come into that as well. And Chris, we've got class players, mate. We've got world class players. There's no reason why we shouldn't be favourites. So, yeah. Right,
now,
I think.
Roy Price writes a super chat point here. Thank you very much for your support on the channel, as always, Roy. We still have time to be in the top 4, but do you believe we should now prioritise the Europa League and the League Cup? Because, of course, Bobby, you know, you've heard me say 100 times on this channel, you know, 13 years without a domestic trophy. Of course, we need trophies coming in. But if we were to go on to win the Europa League, of course, it gives us that Champions League spot for next season.
If we weren't so far away from the top 4, Chris, I'd say, yeah, maybe. But the fact is, you know, with a win, with 3 points behind the top 4, or with 3 points behind the top 4, and the amount of inconsistency there is above us as well, it's a realistic target.
I'm just going to interrupt you. Sorry, the team lineup has just been announced.
There we go.
Hugo Lloris in goal as our captain. Serge Aurier will play at right back. Ben Davies will play at left back, and then we have got Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer in the middle. We have then got Harry Winks, Moussa Sissoko, Dele Alli, Eric Lamela, Lucas Moura, and Harry Kane. That is the starting 11. What are your thoughts?
Attacking, Harry, isn't Kane, it? You know, when you, you know, with Lamela, Lucas, and Kane, I'm assuming we'll be playing the front 3. Sissoko and Winks holding, and Dele Alli as a number 10. So we have got a few attacking options out there. I think I'm probably speaking for quite a few people out there. The only thing that worries me is unfortunately Sanchez and Dyer. Sanchez has been brilliant of late. We can argue about if it was a penalty or not against Arsenal, but till then and after then he was pretty good. Alongside Toby, he's a better player. I'm pretty impressed. It's probably stronger than what I thought. I thought we might have put in a youngster, just one, from the beginning, but no, he's going full throttle. I'm assuming he's thinking about getting a goal, because we're getting an away goal, Chris. It's pretty much tie over.
Well, one. We need one, and they need 4.
Yeah.
Bobby, exactly. I'm just going to read I'm sorry for interrupting you again. I'm just going to read the subs out. We've got Hart, Tanganga, Alderweireld, Reguilon, Doherty, Lavinia, Ndombele, Celso, Gareth Bale, Stephen Bergwijn, Dane Scarlett, and Carlos Vinicius. Now, Carlos Vinicius has done very well in the Europa League so far this season. Do you think that Harry Kane might get a rest at some point tonight and Vinicius coming on?
Yeah, I think if we're 1-0 ahead, or even if it's 1-1 or 0-0 towards the last 15-20 minutes, I think it'll come second half. I'm hoping we get a couple of goals in the first half, Chris, and he just takes them off at half time, because the Villa game's absolutely massive. So, but you know, at least we've got confidence in Vinny, whereas previously, you know, the backup to Kane hasn't really filled us with much confidence. With Vinny, you know, he's going to come on and put in a shift. So, but yeah, really good forward-thinking, attacking first 11. We just hope they have a bit more of an attacking intent than what they had against Arsenal.
For the people who have just joined us, the starting 11 tonight against Dinamo Zagreb away in Croatia is as follows: Hugo Lloris in goal, and then the back 4 of Serge Aurier, Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer, and Ben Davies. And then we've got Moussa Sissoko, Harry Winks, Dele Alli, Eric Lamela, Lucas Moura, and Harry Kane. Now, as I said, Bobby, we need one goal tonight, and then they need 4. You know, can we confidently say that our name will be in the quarter-final hat?
Yeah, without attacking intent, we've got not many goals from Lamela and Lucas, but we have got attacking intent. There's always a goal in Ali. There's more of a goal in Ali than the Lucas and Lamela. And Kane's Kane. He'll bundle one in. So the attacking intent's there. The goal scoring threat is there from ourselves, and we are playing against a team that we probably don't know how they're going to turn up. It's going to work one way or another. But yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't get an away goal. And like I say, if we get an away goal, it should be, touch wood, tie over.
Yeah. Well, of course, our league position is very important as well, because I know a lot of people are saying about we're putting all our eggs into the Europa League basket now. You know, with Tottenham's league position sitting 8th, but we do have a very important game on Sunday against Aston Villa, so it's very important to rest some players tonight. And of course, Harry Kane, you don't want him playing a full 90 minutes tonight, do we?
Exactly. And that's what I mean. I'm hopeful enough that and confident enough that we'll get a goal or 2 in the first half. It'll be a test, won't it, Chris? If Zagreb get an early goal, mate. If they get an early goal, then the test is really on. But even if we make it 1-1 at half time, I think we'll be okay. But I'm confident enough with that attacking flair and with Harry in the starting lineup. I'm pretty confident we'll get a goal or two in the first half, and then we should see the job out perfectly. With Sanchez and Dyer in defence, we'll probably concede one, but I think we'll score enough to be ahead in the tie, be it a draw or a win.
Now, please do let me know your score predictions in the comments section below here, and I'll put some of them on screen. Bobby, of course, Jose Mourinho has been in his competition twice before. He's won it twice before. How are you feeling as a Tottenham fan? Are you getting the feeling that Jose is going to be delivering trophies and this season? Because of course we're in that League Cup final on the 25th of April against Manchester City. You know, we've been going well in this this competition. You know, are the trophies coming?
I hope so. See, you know, with the CV that Jose's got, Chris, it's one of the reasons, if not the biggest reason, why I was recruited and employed by Tottenham. I think he has to. Unfortunately, the way the season's gone, the way some of the performances gone, I think he really needs to build up a bit of credit. To get the trust back in. I've never seen a diverse fan base at Tottenham the way we're seeing at the moment, and everyone's got everyone's got an opinion, but they can back it up as well, and quite rightly at times. But I think for his credit, he needs to have a trophy, be it in the Carabao Cup or be it the Europa, ideally both. And that's the reason why I think maybe he can't really just kind of put the league position to one side. He needs to perform. The players need to perform in the league as well. I know he's probably asking too much, and he's probably not reflective of the quality of players we have. But these are the same players who won 5 in a row against teams that maybe. But if Jose's got something about him, he'll show these players can do it against the better teams. And let's not kid ourselves. You know, we'll beat the likes of Arsenal and Man City earlier on in the season, 6-1 against Man United. We've proved we can do it against the bigger teams. Jose just needs to get that X factor again to continue that in the league. And then you've got the momentum, haven't you? Momentum, regardless. That's why Arsenal was a bit of a disappointment, because we had that momentum behind us. But he just needs to turn it around. So for me, ideally, the Carabao Cup, once that's in the bag, he's got some credit. He's got some credit then, and I'm sure there'll be a bit more. Another reason why he needs a trophy or two, he's got more of a clout to go to the board in the summer and say, look, this is what I've done, give me a bit of money to spend. So yeah, it's a domino effect, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely. Well, the game will kick off 5:55. The game is live on BT Sport 1. And if you ever want to know when Tottenham are playing, what channel that we are on, you can visit a website, live-footballontv.com. Check it out and download the app. It's absolutely fantastic. And as I say, Tottenham are outright favourites to win the Europa League at 3-1. So let's hope that Tottenham can get a result tonight and go through to the quarterfinals, where of course the draw will be made tomorrow. Bobby, before you go, thanks very much for joining me as always. But tell everyone where they can find your YouTube channel. Yeah,
I'm on Bob Spur TV, looking at the lighter things regarding Spurs. The star of the show is my 6-year-old son, Bob Spur Jr. But yeah, we do reviews, news, transfer updates. Live Q&As have started this week as well, which went pretty well. So Bob Spur TV, like I say, looking at a more of a lighter. But don't get me wrong, when it's time to get serious, we'll get serious, and tonight's serious.
Someone's just asked for the lineup again, so I'll read it again. It's Hugo Lloris in goal tonight. The back four of Serge Aurier, Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer and Ben Davis. And then in midfield, Moussa Sissoko, Harry Winks, Dele Alli, Eric Lamela, Lucas Moura and Harry Kane. Harry Kane does start. A very strong sub-bench tonight. Hart, Tanganga, Alderweireld, Reguilon, Doherty, Lavigne, Ndombele, Lo Celso, Gareth Bale, Dane Scarlett, Steven Bergwijn and Carlos Vinicius. A very strong bench if Jose Mourinho needs it. Bobby, lastly, what's your score prediction?
I think 2-0. I think we'll repeat the home score. I think Harry will get one, and then we'll hopefully get a second one on our fantastic counter-attack play in the second half. Hopefully Harry won't be on for the second half, but even if he's not, Vinny likes scoring in Europa. So yeah, 2-0 for me, matey. What about yourself? What are you going for?
I'm going 2-0 as well. I think that, we were equal last week and, go through comfortably to the quarterfinals. Looking forward to the draw tomorrow. Can't wait. So hopefully Tottenham can go all the way to Poland and lift this trophy. Bobby, we'll end it there on a positive. Enjoy the game. Thank you very much for joining me, and come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Cheers, Chris.